because most people would not have had the courage to speak up and say that. They would feel incredibly embarrassed and insecure. But sadly, what would probably happen, what happens for most people, is they internalize all these feelings, especially around someone who they deeply admire and trust and want them to think highly of them. But then it comes out in other ways. Mm-hmm. And so we could be going out for dinner, and I may say like, are you gonna be wearing that out, or are you gonna wear something else?
Mm-hmm.
If you're currently wearing something that shows a little bit tighter, like shows the stomach a little bit more, and you see this as like, oh, I'm really showing myself, putting my gut out there, whatever it is, and I make a comment of like, are you sure you want to wear that, whatever it is, you will take it in a tone, not saying you, but in general, will take it in a tone that'll be like, oh, he notices, how dare he, and it'll show more hate and judgment towards me when it's all about you and your weight.
Yeah.
This happens all the time. Like, what's the meme? It's like, does this make me look fat?
Yep.
That's huge. And oftentimes, if a man were to tell the truth in that moment, he's punished because of the insecurity of the woman in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But you seeing a truth and saying it first has set the field for us to be open and honest about this at all times and come to a very loving solution and conclusion on it, which I think is really, really cool. One thing I do want to bring up, though, is what happens if the person who's noticed weight gain isn't the person to bring it up, but you know it needs to be brought up.
Yes. So
this is the juicy part.
So this is juicy, right? Because for those of us who've been in relationships, I think there's a very good chance that we've experienced our partner doing something that we know they may be a little insecure about, whether that's gaining weight, whether that's they're on their phone a lot, whether that's they have a really close relationship with their mom that seems to like influence the relationship. Maybe they go out a lot. There's different areas that someone may do that's core to their identity that you know if you were to bring it up, they'd snap at you or they get very upset. Mm-hmm. I'd call these sensitive topics, right? How do you, as the party who's concerned about this thing, bring it up? So now let's do a little role play. And in this situation with my weight, I brought up my own weight to Cam. I would venture to say that that is probably less than 10% of what usually happens in this situation. I don't think it's common that it's the person who gained the weight who brings it up. So let's talk about the 90%. In a healthy way, my love, how would you bring that up to me?
Well, before you even go into that, the reason why they're not bringing up is because they're avoiding it themselves, because they're insecure about it themselves.
Oh, say more there.
They just want to be like, oh, I'm going to act like I don't see it. Therefore, they're also going to act like they don't see it. And we're just going to live in this world that doesn't exist. It's going to be perfect. No one's ever going to question everything. They just do that. We do that for a lot of different things.
And then
the elephant in the room happens.
Is afraid to say something because they know the other person's afraid to say something, and you're literally ricocheting off each other like an anxiety wall.
It's the elephant in the room, and sometimes it literally looks like an elephant in the room.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it happens often. That's a little intense.
That was a bad one.
That was not geared towards you. You know that, but that was just I had to say that.
Baby Lou.
But okay, so let's bring this up, right? So let's talk about weight gain, Ron. I think going out at night, to parties and clubs, whatever. That's a different one.
Yeah.
And we can talk about in a second. But when it comes to like weight gain, what I would do in all these situations, because when you're entering a relationship, it does feel more like a team, especially if you live together. It's like we're in this together, right? And so if I noticed weight gain within you to the point where I wanted to say something, I would make sure that she understands that it's more about me and my need for like you to be perfect, if that's even a thing. It's because it's my own imperfection I don't see or I don't have for myself. It's a lack of perfection I feel within myself. But if I wanted both of us to start healthier lifestyles, which is what you want when someone is overweight, one or the other, I would bring it to her like, hey, baby, I've just noticed like I'm just not feeling great anymore, energy-wise, in my own body. I feel like I've just eaten a lot of pizza and I haven't worked out at all in the past like few months, and I just really want to get on track of it more. Like, I want to feel better again. And so I know that I'm going to start going to Orange Theory pretty consistently, probably like 4 or 5 times a week. That's the problem, is I'm like now making it myself, and I'm going to start just cooking healthier foods for myself. And I know I cook for the family, and so I'm not going to just cook the family and then be like, no, you got to still have the other food. I want to extend an invite out to you that, do you want me to cook the same things, the same healthy dishes for you? Is that something you...
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm going to make them good. They're going to be good.
Of course.
They're going to be the good tasting.
I love when you cook for us, baby Lou.
Amazing.
That sounds great. You know, I've actually noticed the same thing too about my energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just feel like, we've been focused on so much recently. And so it kind of makes sense that our bodies have fallen the wayside. But yeah, I mean, I noticed such a difference. And I'm like, everything we're doing, it's going to need more energy. And I also just love looking good. And so, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to, in a very like healthy, balanced way, just feel better. And I just want you to know, like, you're more than welcome to join me for any of those things if you like.
Thank you, baby. That sounds great.
So that's how I'd go upon it. Yeah. You bring it back to the change you want to make within yourself, because that's really what it does come down to.
Yeah.
And if you just share what you're doing in a way that isn't like, well, I'm going to the gym today.
Right.
Oh, well, you're eating that?
Yeah. Or, hey, you want to go to the gym?
Yeah. No,
you're not being subtle, babe.
No everlasting weight loss or no everlasting anything has come from a place of shame and guilt. You can't shame and guilt someone into losing weight. Yeah. You can temporarily. Yeah, they'll go on Ozempic, they'll try those other things, and they'll get to where they are acceptable for you, but that'll only last so long. But if you bring it in a very healthy way and you make it about yourself, and you offer them a hand to join you in that journey, that's a complete different conversation, a complete different transformation, an everlasting journey that will lead to stable, consistent health and prosperity for everyone involved. So if the roles were reversed in this situation for us, and you still look fantastic.
Oh.
But
thank
like
you, baby dude.
80 pounds,
yeah,
and that conversation is needed, then that's how I'd go upon it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching the last video. If you want to watch another one, you can click here, or somewhere over here. That's it for today. Sending much love your way.